Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another Zerg versus Terran. Oh no, never mind. Zerg versus Protoss. Yeah, I downloaded a couple of games and most of them were Zerg versus Terran. This is SkyZerg playing Zerg versus UNX or Unix. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And this map. I forgot the name. Come on. I know this map. It's Cloud Kingdom? Yeah, I think this is Cloud Kingdom. Anyway, it will be in the description if I can still find out what map this is. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, we see an early pylon. Well, not an early pylon. A pylon in the front of the base trying to wall off the expansion there. The natural, and that means he's going to fast expand here, probably, unless he sees a really early spawning pool coming up or something like that, which he doesn't see because there is no early spawning pool. And he does get to scout the whole base before there is anything going on. A lot of drones here being made, 13 drones I think. Let's see the units. Yeah, those were 13 drones and maybe even 14, never mind. Those were 14 drones. And yeah, now the spawning pool coming up. So our Protoss player gets to see all of that, all of the goodness. Yeah, most people apparently playing with blue and red. And yeah, that makes it really hard for me to switch to better colors because I have no idea how to actually do that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, the forge coming up, and for the Zerg player, actually going into an expand, not in the natural expansion, but in another base, because his natural was blocked off by this pylon. So the pylon will get taken out by the first two Zerglings that come out, which are probably already in production. There they are. And the Zerglings are going to take out this pylon, so that means 100 minerals lost for our Protoss player. Oh, they're not going to, because he spots this pylon going down, and that means cannon rush. So the Protoss is going to try to put some cannons near this base and going to try to destroy that base that way. So, but he has to cancel because the Zerglings came in. Nice scouting there from the Zerg player, and is allowed or is able to expand over here. Now going to take down this pylon with the two Zerglings as well as the Queen and the drone. And once it goes down, the drone will build a hatchery there, and everything will be okay again. So yeah, this hatchery is kind of out of the way, which means that if the Protoss becomes very aggressive really early on, that would be a problem. But since he went for an early nexus, and the Zerg player can spot that with his Overlord, and I am then assuming that he actually did spot that at some point. Oh. Yes, he did. He did. He can actually see that with the Overlord in that spot, so he knows he is safe. And well, nothing is going to be going on. He didn't scout the actual main base yet, but he knows that there's nothing in there because, well, if you have a natural expansion, you have a forge, you have a gateway, and you have a cannon, then there's no money to build anything else. You only have a very limited amount of minerals in the beginning, so good players like these guys, they know what the opponent can build, so they know that they don't have to spot inside of the main base to know what's in there if you're spotting the fast expand from a Protoss. As Day9 always said, or says, you can only go spend your minerals in one place. So if you're afraid of multiple tactics and you spot that it's one of those, that means that all of the others cannot be built, and that is very true. you can only go for one scary thing at a time, because you just don't have minerals to do multiple things. So fast expanding means you're not going to be able to go aggressive, and that is exactly what the Zerg knows. That's why he's not building any offensive units at all. Only has 2 Zerglings and a queen, well 3 queens actually. But the queens are just there for the inject larva. They didn't even spread the creep yet. And yeah, we see some scouts coming in now just to test the waters. There is nothing offensive going on. I saw the roach swarm being built, I think. Evolution chamber. Hang on. It probably already completed. But we'll see what happens here. Yeah, a lot of drones going down to this small attack. Actually taking out, I think, 3 drones there. And getting a stalker out of there. So let's see what's actually in the base. Yeah, roach warren went down. Spawning pool obviously already up, because, well, he built that really early on. And now spore crawler coming up, because I don't know. Oh, he spotted this. He must have spotted that. I'm not sure where the fighting is, but oh, he did. Oh, he killed the 2 Zergling units. Yeah, the two Zerglings were following the stalker around just to try to catch it, and they weren't withdrawn in time. So, oh, hang on. So yeah, no, he didn't spot this Stargate. So I wonder how he knows that he needs to build spore crawlers. But yeah, well, maybe because he knows that, well, if the opponents builds sentries against not very offensive Zerg, that the Protoss player is working on something else. So yeah, robotics facilities, 2 gates, 2 warp gates, and yeah, 4 phoenixes already out. So the phoenixes are going to be his army now. Well, not his actual army, but they're going to do some harassment. And this Zergling actually spotting that there's an army coming that one. And yeah, they now get revealed. The phoenixes, and that means that well, he's going to have to build some anti-air army. The queens obviously shooting the air units, and a spore crawler. So he actually chose to go queens here instead of anything else. Let me see, units actually has 5 queens now. Queens are pretty good anti-air, and wow, this void ray is going to do some damage if it's allowed to do so. But this whole army just snuck through, and I'm not sure if he actually spotted this or if this is the result of that little drone scout that you saw earlier. Yeah, 3 force fields on the ramp, and nobody's getting through there. So there are still destructible rocks here, which means that 1 force field is enough. And yeah, he's going to try to take out these rocks, and very quickly managing to do so. 2 force fields going down once again, and the gateway is now under pressure. But the gateways, yeah, they can get cancelled if he needs to, but he doesn't even need to, because obviously the Zerg player didn't want to focus on the gateways. It's just that he had nothing else to attack. And oh wow, all of these units getting trapped behind the force field, because there are so many sentries here. And with all of the sentries, the stalkers really, or the roaches really do no damage at all. Stalkers able to clean that up afterwards, but they held off the roaches for so long with just the force fields. And the force fields are free, they recharge, so they only cost energy, and the energy recharges, which is a very good tactic against something like that. I didn't know you could have actually do that, well, efficiently with choke point that's this wide, a ramp I guess, that's this wide, because yeah, you need a lot of force fields. Apparently you need 3, we saw that here, to block the roaches. And yeah, having 3 force fields up all the time is kind of hard to do, but yeah, if you have this many sentries, he has 7? Yep, 7. That actually makes that you can store quite a lot of them. Not sure how many you can get on a sentry. Hang on, force fields are 50 and you can do 4. Yeah, you can store 200 energy, so you can do 4 each. So yeah, that can hold off the Zerg army for quite a while, and they last for 15 seconds. And then if you do it correctly and you split the enemy army in 2 with your force field, then the enemy cannot even move in after the 15 seconds, even if you let the force fields time out. Because if he moves in, then you're just going to cut his army in half, and well, the army that's stuck in your base is going to get taken out by your army, resulting in yeah, a very painful situation for the Zerg player. Upgrading here to Greater Spire. Obviously already done his hive, because otherwise you cannot get a Greater Spire. And lots of queens out now. Still the 5 queens, but yeah, doesn't need to defend anymore on this base, and is now building some corruptors. The corruptors do morph into brute lords once the Greater Spire is done. Still 10 seconds to go. Well, game time. The game time is actually a little bit quicker than the normal time, I guess. I don't know how much, but I'm sure you can get the idea. So 5 brute lords being made here. You can see them. He's going to make well, a lot of as many as he can get, because they are very good against these gateway units. And against the cannons, and yeah, that's all the enemy has, except for the phoenixes, but there are only like 4 phoenixes on the map that he actually saw, at least. But they got taken down. Okay, I did not see that. Probably missed that at some point. But there are now a lot of void rays out. Well, a lot, only 3. But 5 out now. There come the other 2. So 5 void rays out. The void rays do a lot of damage to big units as well as structures, because they charge up their beam, and yeah, if they can charge up their beam to full strength, they do a lot more damage than if they